नहमदु व नसल्ली अला रसूलिल करीम अम्मा बाद फ़अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Okay, so this is going to be an introduction and it's not going to be a lecture. So I want all of you to be open, right? I'll ask you questions and then you have to answer. Right, Musa? Okay. So you all are studying in different grades. That's true? Right. And sometimes when we are growing, there are some questions that come in our mind and we are unable to communicate to our parents. Is it true or wrong? True. Okay. So for instance, someone might say that, why is Quran revealed in Arabic language? Because we can't understand it. So first of all, I would like all of you to tell me certain questions that came in your mind, right? That bothers you. So I'll start with Sikandar. Sikandar, what's the question in your mind?
Certain
any question related to Islam, related to our culture, that's triggering you, or probably, why can't we do drugs? Okay?
नहीं मुझे पूछना था ठीक है
जी
अल्लाह ठीक है Allah is the only God, He is the creator of all, ठीक है He decides what happens, so I want to know कि why did He create different religions? Why did He create Christianity? Why did He create Judaism? Like सारे religion उन्होंने क्यों बनाए when He could just make all of us Muslims?
Very good question. Next question. So it's a very good question, Sikandar. I'm very impressed by your thinking. No question? Okay. So maybe you have a question? You have any question?
Yes. How many prophets are there?
How many prophets are there? Very good. Excellent. Yusuf? No question? Okay.
Why must we do Hajj? What's in Hajj that's for us? Like, why must we do it?
Yeah, why should we do Hajj? That's very good. Next. Interesting.
हम रमज़ान का फास्ट ही करते हैं.
Yeah, so why do we fast? Okay. So very good. Yeah, very good. You have a question. Give the mic to him.
Why do we have to celebrate Eid?
Yeah, why do we have to celebrate it? They are very interesting questions. Okay, so before we continue with the question answer and we discuss your questions, the first thing you need to understand is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Eve. Do you know that there were also some creations before Adam and Eve? Who were them? Before the creation of humans, what creations were there? Jinn. Okay, jinn. What about you?
Yeah,
Jinn. Angels. Yeah.
Jinns, angels, creatures, animals.
Okay, very good. And then?
Jinn and angels.
Right.
Jinn and angels.
Okay. Jinn and angels, right? So some of you are saying jinn, some of you are saying angels. And probably there might be other creations as well, like probably other animals. We don't know. We can't verify it and we can't say that, that's impossible, because that's also possible. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created two kind of creations. One is those creations that have intelligence, but they don't have free will, okay, or desire. The other creation are those creations that have intellect, but they have desires as well, okay. And the third is they neither have an intellect nor do they have a desire, okay. So the first type of thing, so probably if we look at angels, do you think angels have free will? They can do whatever they want? Or do they have desires? Yeah, Sikandar?
They like deliver messages. Just say angel Jibreel, he was the one to deliver Prophet Muhammad the message to start Islam, give him the Quran. They have to follow the orders of God, Allah.
Yeah.
They do what he says. They have to follow the religion. They're like
Very good.
they're like the message passers to the prophets.
Yeah. So in case of angels, they have intelligence, right? They can think like humans can think, but they don't have any desire, right? Or they don't have any free will. Whatever an angel is going to be get commanded, he is bound to do that, right? He can't say no, I'm not going to do that. But when it comes to jinn, right? Jinn have the same desires as we have. Do you know that? Jinns are intelligent and they also have the same desires as we have. Now tell me, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam, and you have all of you have heard the story about Adam and Eve, right? And everything. So who was Iblis? Was he an angel or was he a jinn or was he a bit of everything? Yeah.
He was an angel, but when Allah Ta'ala told him to bow down to Adam,
Yeah.
he didn't do that, and then he was thrown into hell and he was a jinn.
Very good. Okay. Who else knows about Iblis? Who was Iblis? Yeah.
Iblis was Allah's like favorite out of all the angels, out of all the jinns, like all combined, he was his favorite.
But was he a jinn or was he an angel?
Jinn.
Jinn.
He was a jinn, but
this
when
Yusuf is saying that he was an angel. So
when
now we have a dispute among scholars, right? Who was he?
Iblis was a jinn because he was made out of fire, and angels
Yeah.
are made out of nur.
Very good. What about you? What's your saying?
Iblis was a jinn, and jinns are made from fire, and he was made from fire.
Okay. What about Musa?
Iblis was a jinn, but he was a jinn, but he was amongst the angels.
Right. What about you? Was he a jinn? Jinn. So Yusuf, who told you that he was an angel? Everyone is saying probably you're right. I don't know. Who told you that he was an angel?
My name's not Yusuf.
Yeah?
My name's not Yusuf.
What's your name?
Usman.
Usman. Usman, you tell me, who told you that he was a jinn or an angel? Okay, so he was actually a jinn, right? So 5 out of 6 are right. And Usman had some misconception. Why? Because as I told you earlier, that an angel cannot disobey Allah, right? Can an angel disobey Allah? No. But he was one of those people, because of his piety and because of his worshipness, he was amongst the categories of, amongst the company of angels, right? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone knows the reality of the matter, that why was he there. But scholars say that he was very righteous. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam, and he said to bow down to Adam, right? So he told everyone to bow down to Adam. Now the angels, although they don't have a desire, but they have intelligence, like we humans are intelligent. Okay, so we humans have intelligence and we have desire as well, right? So angels, using their intelligence, they questioned Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Questioning doesn't mean that why have you done this, but they wanted to know out of their curiosity that why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created human and Adam when they were jinns before. And they knew that jinns would fight with one another and they would do a lot of bloodshed. Just like we are fighting with one another every other day. You get a road accident and there's a car rage and a driver comes out and he tries to, hold the other driver. And then people are killing one another. There's mobile snatch and there's a lot of problems in this world. So they asked out of curiosity that, why did you create Adam? Right. What's your question now?
I don't have a question. Can I explain?
Yeah, you can explain. But before that, I have a question. I have a question that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked everyone to bow down to Adam, right? But you know that you cannot bow to anyone other than Allah. So isn't there a contradiction over here?
Allah didn't explain if it was ke ibadat ke liye tha or it was out of respect. They did it out of respect because he was the first man, the first prophet to ever live. So they bowed down to him, not for like ibadat and what we do for Allah. They did it for respect and to show him that.
Okay. So for instance, if someone, my grandmother enters in this room and I have a lot of respect for her, right? Or my grandfather. So can I bow down to him?
No.
Why not? You are saying that you can bow down out of respect, right? You know? So can I bow down to anyone? Like I really love Qari Shoaib, right? And he's a very big scholar. So can I bow down to him out of respect?
No.
Why not? So
Because
that's because we have to be open, right? We have to clear each other's understanding.
I don't know much. I don't know much about
that. So my
that.
grandmother, she's a very nice lady. I really love her, and I really respect her. But why can't we bow down over here to her? Yeah.
Because Allah didn't say so. Allah told the angels to bow down to Hazrat Adam, so they did. He didn't tell you to bow down to your grandmother, so you won't.
No, but if Allah can tell, yani ki Allah has allowed us to bow down, right? Okay, so Allah allowed the angels. So I can take that as an evidence that Allah has already given the permission, so I should also bow down. Yeah, do you have anything to say?
Because Allah is the creator. He created everyone.
Yeah.
So we should bow down
to Allah. So like
Allah
subhanahu wa ta'ala allowed us to eat chicken. Now all of us can eat chicken, right?
Yes.
We don't need Allah's permission because He has already allowed. So when Allah allowed angels to bow down to Adam out of respect, so why can't we bow down? That's the question. Use your mind, because this is what this class is about. Musa, do you have any answer? Okay, you tell me what's the answer.
At that time, Allah allowed to bow down for respect, but now Allah has not allowed.
Okay, that's very near. That's very near. I'm impressed. Musa, what do you have to say?
Then Allah allowed the angels to bow down to Prophet Adam.
Yeah.
But Allah did not allow the angels to bow down to anyone else. He only allowed to bow down.
Yeah, that's very close. That's in fact right. But there is a little detail to it, right? And the detail is that gradually, as we were created from Adam and Eve, right? Over the time, the rules kept on changing. You know that? The rules that we follow over here, they kept on changing. For instance, I'll give you an example. For people to have more children, they need to get married. Right or wrong? Without marriage, you can't have children, right? So when two people are married with one another, only then they can have children. Okay? When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam and Eve, right? They were mother and father of their children. Every progeny came from Adam and Eve. But at that given point, they were allowed to marry their siblings. Sounds shocking, right? Isn't it shocking? And how can you marry your sibling? It's shocking, right? But the rules kept on changing, right? And every prophet who came down on this earth, he came down with a new set of rules. You know that? So for instance, for the fasting, the way of fasting for Bani Israel was different than our way of fasting. है ना? जिस तरह हम रोज़े रखते हैं, we get up early in the morning before Fajr Salah and we start eating, right? And then as soon as we hear the Fajr Azan, we just stop. And then now we are supposed or bound till Maghrib. Previous nations का जो तरीका था इबादत करने का, that was different. Okay, so उनकी इस तरह 5 नमाजें नहीं होती थी. Do you know that? जैसे जैसे prophets आए, उनकी rulings change होती गई. जी, yeah. Give him the mic.
So when Hazrat Muhammad came,
yeah,
there were about, we can't confirm how many they were exactly, but they were around 40, and the Muslims kept on telling him that lessen it for us, until it came to 5. And when they asked for more, like where to bring it down more, Hazrat Muhammad refused and said that 5 is enough now. Yeah, it came down to 5
So
till now.
it's about the event of Miraj. You know, it happened in Miraj that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gifted prayer to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his ummah. And when he came back at a certain sky, Musa alayhi salam said that 50 is too much. Your ummah is not going to offer 50 prayers. And then he went back, then he came back, then he went back, then he came back, till there were 5 prayers. And then, like you mentioned, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that I cannot lower it down. So what I'm trying to understand, what I'm trying to convey over here is that the basic message of all the prophets, what was the basic message of all the prophets?
That there is only one God.
Yes, very good. So the basic message of all the prophets was that there is only one God. Okay? But the rulings kept on changing. You know, just like when you're in Pakistan, there's a different traffic rule. Isn't it a different traffic rule? But as soon as you go to UK or to America, there's a different traffic rule. Over here, if you see someone passing on the road, the cars don't stop. You know, they're like, we want to go first, okay? Let this person wait on the other side of the road. So what? But you know, in certain countries, you are bound to stop the car if someone is passing on the road. Haven't you seen it? How many of you have gone to anywhere else, like other than Pakistan, abroad? Which country did you go to?
Thailand and Saudi Arabia.
Thailand and Saudi Arabia. What about you?
Dubai.
Dubai.
Istanbul, Dubai, US,
Wow.
like
Wow.
China.
You have gone all over the world. What
No,
about you,
only
Musa?
only 5.
Saudi.
Dubai and places around the UK.
Yeah. What about you? Nowhere. Okay. So you will see that there are different rules. So similarly, coming to your question, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent all the messengers with only one basic message. And what was that basic message? That you have to only worship Allah. Right? What was that basic message? That you have to only worship Allah. But the way they would do worship kept on changing from prophet to prophet. Do you understand now? Okay, the way they used to do worship kept on changing from prophet to prophet because they were given certain other books. Now, Sikandar asked a very good question that, you know, why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created everyone in different religions? Why not only one religion? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants everyone to be Muslim. Okay, this is the will of Allah, the want of Allah. But what happened was that because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has also created this world, a test and trial for everyone. Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't want to enforce what He wants. You know, it's very easy for Allah that all of us are Muslims, all of us are obeying our parents, all of us are obeying Allah. But then where is a test? Will there be a test? No. Just like, you know, when you go to a school, your teacher knows the answers of everything. But because you are sitting in a test, you are given an exam, he don't tell you all the answers. Does he tell you all the answers? Because this is a test. You know? Okay. Now sometimes in my mind, you know, when I was growing up, I had two questions. One was that if Allah knows who is going to go to paradise, who is going to go to hell, then why are we living over here? Because in the end, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala already knows. How many of you got this question ever in your mind? That, you know, Allah only knows that, you know, this and this person is going to go to paradise, this and this person is going to hell. Then what are we doing over here? Why are we wasting our time? Isn't it true? आता है क्वेश्चन या नहीं आता? आपको आया था और आपको आया था?
Allah want to see that if we will do good deeds or bad deeds.
But Allah already knows. Doesn't Allah already know? Yeah.
I heard this somewhere. I still don't know if it's true. If someone prays for someone, if you pray, one single dua can change your future, your entire.
Okay, that's right. Dua can change your qadar in a specific way. That's true. But if everything is decided, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows who is going to go into paradise, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows who is going to go to hellfire, then why are we living over here? What's the point?
Allah wants us to try to build up our iman.
Okay, that's good. But that's not the right reason. What do you think could be the right reason? Okay, the right reason is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants all of you to spend the life over here, so that when you go to the hereafter, the people of paradise are going to be very happy that, you know, we went to paradise. But the people of hellfire are going to complain to Allah that why did you put us in hellfire without even testing us? You know, just like if I say that these three children, they have to stand up, okay, and they have to stand in a desert, right? And those three people, they have to go and enjoy in a hotel, and you know, they have all the luxury. So these three children are going to complain to me that what is our fault? Why are we standing in a desert? Right or wrong? Or if I put all three of you in a jail, and I tell them, and those three children, they're sitting on the back, I'll tell them, you know, go and play, you know, go to Ferrari World, go to Dubai, go to Mall of Dubai, do as many shopping as you want, right? Now these three children are going to complain to me that why did you put me in a jail? Is it true or wrong? And why did you put those three children in a Ferrari world, and you know, they are enjoying their life and they are so happy? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created everyone as a trial, so that when we die, no one has a reason or an excuse to make. ताकि कोई excuse ही ना हो. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to clear cut. एक उर्दू में word होता है हुज्जत. You know हुज्जत? What does हुज्जत means? Hujjat means that, you know, I've given you so many chances, right? And after that, it is established that you are someone who is not willing to work. जिस तरह आपके घर में कोई मेड होती है ना, या कोई ड्राइवर होता है, आपको पता है ड्राइवर्स जो होते हैं गाड़ियों को बहुत रैश ड्राइव करते हैं, बिकॉज इट्स नॉट देयर कार. अगर आपके मामा पापा कोई गाड़ी ड्राइव कर रहे हो और अगर आपका कोई ड्राइवर गाड़ी ड्राइव कर रहा हो, तो देयर इज़ अ हेल ऑफ अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन द कार्स. हैं जी?
What you work for and what you buy on your own, you value more than someone else's.
Very good, very good, right? So ड्राइवर्स को अगर आप बार बार कहते हो आपने रैश ड्राइविंग नहीं करनी, आपने एक्सीडेंट नहीं करना, ठीक है, तो फॉर इंस्टेंस एक ड्राइवर है जो बार बार एक्सीडेंट करी जा रहा है, आपके अम्मी अबू कहते हैं ना कि दिस इज़ द लास्ट वार्निंग, है ना? अगर आपके अम्मी अबू वैसे ही ड्राइवर को निकाल दो, वो कहे भाई मुझे क्यों निकाला, मैंने तो कोई एक्सीडेंट ही नहीं किया. लेकिन आपके मामा पापा एक ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड बनाते हैं, या कोई मेड है जो बहुत ज़्यादा छुट्टियाँ कर रही है, आप उसको काउंट करवाते हो कि देखो आप मंडे को भी नहीं आई, ट्यूसडे को भी नहीं आई, थर्सडे को भी नहीं आई, और फिर आप उसको वार्निंग देते हो कि अगर आप नेक्स्ट 5 days ना आई तो देन आई एम गोइंग टू किक यू आउट. वार्निंग देते हैं ना, सारे देते हैं ना. और उसके बाद जब उसको किक आउट करते हो तो उसके पास कोई एक्सक्यूज़ नहीं होता. इसी तरह जो लोग होंगे जब वो अल्लाह के पास जाएंगे तो वो ये नहीं कहेंगे कि अल्लाह ताला हम जहन्नम में क्यों गए. इनफैक्ट वो ये कहेंगे कि हाँ हमें पता है कि हमने दुनिया में ये काम किया. वो बस खामोश हो के ना एक्सेप्ट करेंगे. ऑल्दो वो अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला से एक और मौका ज़रूर मांगेंगे, लेकिन वो क्या करेंगे, सिर्फ उसको एक्सेप्ट करेंगे. ठीक है. अच्छा, द लास्ट थिंग फॉर टुडेज टॉक इज़, because the topic was who is Allah, so we are inshallah going to discuss the story of Adam and Eve in detail. But the last thing that I wanted to tell you was, जी
एक और चीज़ ऐड करनी थी.
जी जी करो.
कि अच्छा, you know cigarette addiction है, okay? You think you will never do it, you just want to try it once. You try it once, फिर again and again करो. ये bad deeds के साथ है, एक bad deed करो फिर again and again until आपका पूरा दिल काला हो जाए और पूरा इमाम आपका ख़त्म हो जाए, पूरी इबादत ख़त्म हो जाए, पूरा दिल काला हो जाएगा. ठीक है,
उस पर हम आएंगे, लेकिन अभी हम ना मेजर टॉपिक्स डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. ठीक. अच्छा, कुछ लोग ये कह सकते हैं कि नो, व्हाई डिड अल्लाह क्रिएटेड अस, व्हाई डिड अल्लाह क्रिएटेड अस, Why did He created us? Test करने के लिए. But why did Allah wanted to test us? जन्नत में. But why everything? Like, why did Allah even created us? Why does He want to put us in hellfire or paradise? Why? लेकिन अल्लाह ताला ने हमें create ही क्यों किया? So the answer for this is that we don't know. Okay, Allah didn't tell us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just told us that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to test us, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to worship us. इसका एक और एंगल भी है कि अगर अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला की हम वर्शिप नहीं करेंगे, ह्यूमंस के अंदर ना एक नेचुरल टेंडेंसी होती है कि ह्यूमंस सुपर नेचुरल चीज़ों को बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा समझते हैं. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू वॉच मूवीज? ऑल ऑफ यू. इंटरेस्टिंग. ओके, आपको पता है मूवीज़ में जहाँ पे सुपर नेचुरल कोई चीज़ आ जाती है, सो फॉर इंस्टेंस एक्समैन अच्छा लगता है ना? म्यूटेशंस हैं, वाह, ठीक है. ये चीज़ वो पता नहीं उसके हीरो का क्या नाम था, या सो वो इस तरह करता था, यहाँ से एकदम ब्लेड्स आ गई, वाह, मुझे भी सुपर नेचुरल कोई चीज़ मिल है. और इसी तरह अल्लाह ताला ने हमें टेंडेंसी रखी है दैट वी लाइक सुपरमैन, स्पाइडरमैन. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू वांटेड टू बिकम अ सुपरमैन व्हेन यू वर स्मॉल? ऑल ऑफ अस, राइट? वी वांटेड टू हैव दिस पावर. यार लेज़र निकले, चाय गर्म हो जाए, ठीक है, मैं अपने आप से बैडमिंटन में खुद ही खेलता रहूँ, मैं इधर जाऊँ टेबल टेनिस में, उधर जाऊँ. सो अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला हैज़ केप्ट अस दिस टेंडेंसी कि हमें सुपर नेचुरल चीज़ें क्या लगती हैं? अच्छी लगती हैं. अच्छी लगती है ना? मुझे तो बहुत अच्छी लगती है, अच्छी लगती हैं. और आपको पता है कि सुपर नेचुरल जब चीज़ें हमें अच्छी लगती हैं तो हमारे के अंदर एक एबिलिटी है नेचुरल कि हम वी वांट टू वर्शिप समथिंग. अ मैन कैन नॉट लिव अलोन विदाउट वर्शिपिंग समथिंग. और इसी तरह हम देखो कि रिलीजन के नाम पे या फॉल्स डाइटी के नाम पे लोग क्या हो रहे होते हैं? क्या हो रहे होते हैं? लोग मिसलेड हो रहे होते हैं. आपको पता है कि अमेरिका के गोल्ड रिजर्व्स हैं. डू यू नो दैट? ग्रेटेस्ट गोल्ड रिजर्व्स किसके हैं? अमेरिका के. उसके बाद सेकंड नंबर पे जो गोल्ड रिजर्व्स हैं ना, वो इंडिया के टेम्पल्स के हैं. इंडिया के जो टेम्पल्स होते हैं ना, हिंदू के जो मंदिर्स होते हैं, उसके सेकंड नंबर पे गोल्ड टेम्पल्स हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि उन्हें एक्सप्लॉइट किया जा रहा है कि अगर आप अल्लाह को, अल्लाह तो नहीं, क्योंकि आप अपने खुदा को, अपने बुत को ये वाली चीज़ें दोगे तो आपकी ज़िंदगी क्या हो जाएगी? अच्छी हो जाएगी. तो अल्लाह ताला ने हमें वर्शिप के लिए इसलिए बनाया ताकि हमें कोई एक्सप्लॉइट ना कर सके. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड द मीनिंग ऑफ एक्सप्लॉइटेशन? किस किस को पता है एक्सप्लॉइटेशन क्या होती है? सिकंदर, आपको पता? हाँ, एक्सप्लॉइटेशन ये होती है कि लोग हमसे नाजायज़ फ़ायदा उठाएं. ठीक है, इसको कहते हैं एक्सप्लॉइटेशन. कोई हमसे नाजायज़ फ़ायदा उठाए. प्रॉबेबली इट्स अ वेरी डीप टॉपिक फॉर यू पीपल, लेकिन चलो इसको एंड अप करते हैं. अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला created us. So the learning lesson for today is that we have a God and we have only one God. अच्छा, मुझे बस ये बताओ कि अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला की एग्जिस्टेंस कहाँ पर है? इज़ इट ऑल ओवर? बिकॉज वी से अल्लाह इज़ एवरीवेयर. व्हाट डज इट मीन कि अल्लाह इज़ एवरीवेयर? देख रहा?
On his throne above the seven skies.
Very good. What about you? Where is Allah?
Above Jannat al-Firdaus.
Okay.
Above Jannat al-Firdaus.
Right. आप क्या?
Above Jannat al-Firdaus.
Take.
He's above all of the seven levels of Jannat.
Right. और आप?
upper than seven sky.
राइट. लेकिन फिर जब हम कहते हैं कि अल्लाह इज़ एवरीवेयर, इसका क्या मीनिंग होता है?
कि अल्लाह हमको हर जगह देख रहे हैं.
आप बताएं.
मैं कि अल्लाह इज़ वॉचिंग. लाइक आप एक बुरी हरकत कर रहे हो, नो वन इज अराउंड, यू थिंक नो वन इज वॉचिंग, यू कैन गेट अवे विद इट. अल्लाह इज ऑलवेज वॉचिंग. हिज आईज आर एवरीवेयर. ही इज लाइक अ सीसीटीवी कैमरा अराउंड द वर्ल्ड.
So when we say that Allah is everywhere, it means that the physical existence of Allah is above his throne. Okay. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching us, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is listening us. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't even need to watch us or listen us, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the same time already knows what's inside in our heart and what actions are we going to do. Okay. Last tricky question. How was the session? Was it boring or good?
Good.
Good. Last tricky question is that when we say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is creator, and when someone says that I am also a creator, right? So what's the difference between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's creation or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's attribute of creator and our attribute of creator? So for instance, I can say I created this chair, okay? So I'm also creator. So what's the difference between Allah being the creator and us being the creator?
Allah created natural things such as the trees, the grass, and the bird. And these are human creations.
So human is also creator and Allah is also creator. Ji.
Like, Allah has created life. He's created life. Humans, we can create things, but we can't create life. The closest we'll get would be artificial. Like the plants over there, they're not real plants. They just look like
But scientists, if someone argues that, I don't consider artificial or natural to be different things, it's the same thing, then what's the difference between us being creator or Allah being creator? Please give it to Sikandar.
आपको the animal food chain, ठीक है? Animal eats an animal, like, and then the animal eats another animal, ठीक है? This is a chain, okay? And Allah has also created a chain. He creates us and we create something. So technically Allah is the creator of all. Like, He creates us, we create something.
Okay, this is close to the right answer, but probably you need some better words to explain. But I want your ideas to be crystal clear. When someone asks you, you should be spot on. Okay? Yes.
Allah has given us power to do stuff. To make
Yeah, but those people who
creations.
don't believe in Allah, they say that we can also create things. So what's the difference between Allah's being the creator and us being the creator? So the difference is very clear, and I think if I combine all the answers, it will make that answer. Okay, Musa, take your time again.
Allah is like, say, yes, we create stuff.
Yeah.
Then Allah is the creator of the creator. Allah created us and we create things. So Allah created us.
Yeah,
as
so
being
that's
creators.
also true. Okay, so both of you are almost right. All of you are right? In a nutshell, the difference is that the attribute of Allah's creation in our creation, one is the perfection. Okay, so when we create something, it has a lot of bugs. It's not perfect, like you said, that it's natural. Even the computer or the mobile that you're using, sometimes it gets stuck. Have you seen it getting stuck? But someone can say that humans also get ill and humans also go to coma. So what's the difference? So a difference that no one can refute you on is that Allah created everything from nothing. You understand? Allah created everything from what? Nothing. Okay? But what we do is we reassemble things that are already created. Can we create something from nothing? So like if I want to create a MacBook and I'm just doing and the MacBook is here. Is it possible? Okay, what we do is that we take things that are already created, like all of you answered, right? Like he said about the animal circle. We create things from the things that are already created. You know? We maybe we need what do you call that? Different minerals, silicon. We need silicon. We need iron. We need wood. For instance, a carpenter, what does he need to create this table? He needs wood. Can he create the wood himself? No. So what we are doing is that we are merely extracting the minerals from the ground. While Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's creation is perfect in a way that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created everything from nothing. You know that? Ji.
I don't remember, But he said a word.
Yeah.
And the whole
He says
world-
kun, fayakun, right? So when he says be, and it is like that. Okay, now I want all of you to play as well. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.